And now it's time for the me time and chat time. So let's just check and evaluate. That's it. It's 7:34, 19:34. So yeah, still. So what's good, guys? What's good, guys? Today we're gonna be looking at gold. And I'm a good buyer when it comes to gold. I'm not gonna lie. So I decided that I'm gonna be focusing on strictly this pair, nothing else, nothing new, nothing different. So yeah, that's all I have. I try to sell gold, but it always claps me. So as you can see that most setups, it's buying, buying. So I think I'm just gonna stick to buying gold only when it's only convenient, because the selling part is not nice for me. This is when I was using the fib around about last year December. So yeah, I've been doing my back testing, forward testing. So I was just in the chart and we're just gonna analyze simply and see how often do we get buys. So normally what I look for is the swing lows. So now I'm improving my strategy, not changing it, because normally what I always wait for is just a simple. I will show you right now. I'm not getting deep into details. What I normally do is just check where the market is going. As you can see here, it broke this level here, created a new high, then came back to the zone. Now you know that the market, when it goes up, eventually it has to come back down. So I do sell gold sometimes, but somehow it's a bullish pair in the long run. So you have to be very careful of what you decide to do and what you are supposed to do. So let me just zoom in. Yeah, so I'll just do full screen and zoom out a bit. Okay. One thing you should always learn, if you sell gold, just make sure that you are very sure about what you're doing. You understand? It moves zone to zone. As you can see, the zone was rejected, went back down. The zone was rejected 1, 2, 3, 4 times, and then it went down. So how often should you sell gold? Maybe once or twice in a week if there's a all-time high that is being swept off. So yeah, or taken out. Let me just put it in simple English, taken out. So as you can see here, normally what you should wait for is a rejection to the zone to show that this thing won't continue to the upside. Understand? So the next thing you should always look for, you should look for an impulse or a correction like here before you take the position. Also, a high has to be taken out. Like here, as you can see, the high was taken out. It makes it a safe position to take, even though, as you can see, this was midnight. Who would wake up in South African time midnight and trade this thing? I don't know. There are people who do it, but eventually it's a choice. Which session do you trade and it works for you? So me, I normally wait for New York session. You understand? So it sells midnight and then buys in the morning, which is London session. It sells in the Asians and then buys in the New York and London session. So normally me, I'm right about here, between here the buyers. That's why I prefer buying. You understand? So yeah. So normally you look for basic things. As I'm a buyer, what I would look for, the sweep of lows. As you can see, this low was swept or taken out in a simple language. this low was taken out, mark the low, and then you check your session. This is London session. I don't trade London, and then still London. Then I wait for New York session from 12 or 2. I get my entry, which is here, as you can see. The right time is 1 or around 2. 2 is the safest for me to take my positions, because I'll be on my lunch break and I will take my position from the zone, obviously, which is the session that I trade, and I target the current high, which is this one. It's 1 hour time frame safe. Then what do? You place your stop loss right around here, or you give it room to breathe. That's it. What you will normally wait for is what you wait. If you're using trend lines or whatever you use, you would wait for the market to break the zone and then continue to the upside, or show you a bullish engulfing candlestick that shows the direction is going upwards. So if you go to the M30, I see it as too much noise for me, but eventually I'll just show you now. So as you can see, for me, it's making too much noise though. It's not that good for me, but yeah, it's decent, not bad. I thought it was gonna look like M15. And then what do? You place your zone here. Then what do? Copy. You look for zone to zone for scaling in entry models. In every pullback that you get, you just scale in positions until it gets exhausted, until you hold it to your take profit. So normally I target 1:2. 1:2. Let's just do this. Yeah, it's 1:7.5. I just 1:2. Before I used to target 1:2.5. Now I target 1:2. Even if it's not the exact. So yeah, that's all. I used to do this, but I don't use this. I just go with my target. If my target, let's say for example, my take profit is, give or take, let's say, what's this now? Sorry about that. We'll continue next. So as I was saying, bro, I target, let's say, a risk. How is this thing not doing anything? Just increase the size of this risk. Wait, what are you doing? That's why I can see it. Let's say risk-ish. Let's just double click. If my account is, let's say, 1.5 and 15,000, then account size risk is gonna be say 350, and then target, that's times 3. 350 times 3, the 350, it's 700 plus 350. I'll do the math. calculations, whatever. The same as how it is, give or take 50. That doesn't make sure. So yeah, risk 350 to me 950. That's like triple the amount of the risk that I'm putting there. And if it hits stop loss, I'm either out 350 or 200 depending on the stop loss size. I don't use risk to reward sometimes because it gives the wrong stop losses sometimes. That's why. So yeah, that's how I use my whatsoever approach. And entry wise, I just wait for a break of a zone, and then a put back to that zone, and then an impulse. So I wait for my entry level is here. As you can see here, it did the same thing. Let me just show you. It impulsed, corrected, then gave us an entry signal. Then we take your trade to the upside. Simple as that, simple as ABC. I can't expose the whole thing, what I look for after and what I don't look out for. So those are the simple things.